Hi there, Michael.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi there. That in your hand is the December position report for the almonds. What would you say are the significant features of that?
Well, the net shipments were 135 for December.
Right. Okay.
15 against 148.
Okay.
Before, so that's 9% down.
Right.
Which means we're running at about 11% down now
in terms of sales.
In terms of sales for the crop year.
Right.
Compared to last year.
So that's deliveries, shipments out of this crop.
Shipments, domestic and exports.
Right.
Altogether
Okay.
sales, So about 11% down. Crop receipts are now at 185. So that's
Was this an early crop or was this?
This was an early crop.
Okay, so it's had the same amount of shipment time to ship.
Sure.
Yeah.
The objective was 180.
Right.
Back in July, so we're at 185. We're already over that.
Yeah, because when the objective came out, which I think was 185, was it?
180.
180.
In July,
All right. So when that came out, people were saying, "Oh no, it's 175. It could be 170, etc." In fact, it's the other way. It shows that the objective is, so far as we know, is a significant underestimate.
Yeah.
So there's more almonds than we thought there were.
More almonds than we thought. Probably expect that to get to 1.9. So basically, we've got more almonds, and shipments are falling off. We've got more uncommitted, although we have got more committed, but we know there's a lot of problems in the market. What are commitments?
Yeah, those figures are produced by the packers.
Yeah.
They put down what they're expecting to ship out that week. They put down what new contracts that they've made, and these are, I believe, unreconciled declarations by the shippers, which is fine.
Yeah.
I just wonder what happens when those shipments fail, in the sense that maybe there's a default and they come back.
Yeah.
Or
kind of be committed twice, kind of thing.
Yeah, or never leave, having been expected to leave because the down payment hasn't been made or something like this.
Sure. And we know of a lot of defaults. And reports that came out this week. I think there's a lot of news about it. There's
a lot of news about it, and there's a sort of schism building up now, where the growers have made good money. The packers have had to work for less and less money, as they're just covering their costs basically. They have the usual factory owner's dilemma, which is like, I need my machines to be 80% occupied, otherwise I'm losing money anyway, and I've got to pay the lease. But so it comes to the crunch, you get defaults. You've got some good, strong principals out there who have taken the defaults from their customers and absorbed them, taken it on the chin, as they would say. And then they come across the packers doing what I guess they have to, but renegotiating contracts with their direct sales. And that leaves a fairly poor taste in the mouth, I think.
There does seem to be a bit of,
it's like you're getting punished for being honourable.
For being good,
I think you can really now see the kind of damage that's happened in the supply chain, and the way that when the prices were going up, one side of the supply chain was happy to take money out of the pocket of the others. It causes bad feeling. And why would anybody stick their hand back in the circumstance?
Exactly. So that's, as I said, we don't know about these commitments, but the basic figures from here are: we've got more almonds than we thought. We've got less sales. And what's probably quite significant now as well is there's been a lot of rain. There's been snowpack over the winter break. So the problem of the drought is
disappeared after living in the shadow of it for 4 years or whatever.
So it's done a complete circle, and we've seen the market go from on standards $4.70 at its peak in probably October or whenever it was, to $2.60. So
$2.
Yeah.
That's a lot on a crop, and that's a huge volatility to put into a distribution system.
Yeah.
Of course, the joke of all this is that the supermarkets don't leap in and buy a load more when they see cheap almonds.
No.
They buy them on the 5th day of the 3rd quarter, or whenever it is that it's written on their schedule to buy almonds. Yeah. And meanwhile, they'll have delisted, they'll have made bags smaller. These are all permanent. How does the bag get bigger again? I don't know.
I don't know why you would you?
I don't know why you would. I really wouldn't.
For the same price, yeah.
Yeah, especially if they haven't been making the usual huge margins on it, you know. So we're in that period now where we look for traction. In other words, we look for the buyers to come streaming back in and paying prices, and then, you know, no doubt this market will overshoot. There will be a point at which it's a very good buy.
It does on the way up, it does on the way down.
Yeah. And that's what we mean by looking for traction. We're looking for that point when there might be a bounce back.
Yeah.
The steam, the motive power for that will be supermarket demand. It's you know, could cover any time. Yeah. So,
well, I think the contracts for this first quarter are all done anyway, and generally speaking, with people around there, I think there's reasonable cover at least until April. So
and we're in that position, isn't it? I noticed that the few, and they may be coming from the secondary market, offers for new crop. We're back to trading at a discount for the new crop.
Yeah, I think it was $2.50 at the moment.
Yeah,
from some people.
So it may be that you know, prices fall. People use this discount for the new crop, and there's a good leap up, but that might not be till September, October next year.
Yeah, it could take quite.
So what happens between now and then is anybody's guess. But you know, look at walnuts.
They've not picked up.
They've just fallen like a stone. We have like 5 emails a day from various Eastern European suppliers. So I think back to extreme volatility, and
I think the high prices damaged it from last year, and it's not going to instantly fix it by having $2. It's going to take a while to get confidence back in buyers, because why, you know, you're buying something and every day it's cheaper. You just give up.
Well, the other thing to think about is that the ultimate security on all this is the value of almond growers' land in California. You can borrow money against your land, but the valuation of the land is based on the price of the crop.
Right.
It's some sort of partial out fragment of it, and so that means the shakedown could reach the growers.
Yeah. It'll take a bit of time, but
right now they have no pain, because it will be the packers who are feeling the pain.
They've been absorbing
on the defaults.
Yeah.
So let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cheers.
Thanks.